is green, it's green, let you see.
All right, we're listening to The Land is Green, and that's why we're having this conversation right here on radio. So we're seeing that some stores are actually, you know, selling nylon bags or leather, as you may call it, when you go to buy or purchase items from these stores. Yeah. So this is one of the ways at which these stores are actually trying to practice responsible consumption and production. Yeah, so this one of the ways these stores are actually trying to ensure that they are in line with sustainable development goals. Yeah, so we'd love to hear from you now. Are there other options that should have been done to actually encourage people from, people to actually practice sustainable practices? Yeah, what's your take on stores charging for leather to actually buy the things you actually came to buy from the store? I've seen a lot of comments, a lot of conversations, a lot of backlash on social media. How can I go to buy something from this store and they're asking me to actually pay for it? Yeah, so what do you think is, how would you react to this? We'd love to hear from you. The number to call in is 0911-222-1055. Do you also have a store? And is this something you are doing in your store? Do you have a store? Do you have a shop? And is this something you're actually practicing in your store? Or are you yet to practice this? Or do you think it's not necessary to actually practice in your store? So how do you ensure that you're actually joining hands to ensure that people practice responsible production and consumption in their environment? Remember, every time you hear me say SDG, I'm referring to Sustainable Development Goals, to ensure that we have a safer environment. Yeah, we are responsible beings. We are ensuring that while we are actually consuming, while we're actually living in the environment, we are also ensuring that we also carry out our responsibilities as people, as responsible people. So the number to call in is 0911-222-1055. This is People's 105.5 FM, and you can also call us on 0911-112-1055. So what is your take on stores actually charging for leather, as you may call it, or nylon bags? And do you think this is a good way to reduce plastic waste? Or if you want to answer the second question, do you think this practice would encourage Nigerians to adopt more sustainable practices or more sustainable habits? And the last one I have here is, what alternative solutions can stores provide to reduce plastic waste aside from charging for this leather or nylon bags, as we may call it? Remember, it is the development report on People's 105.5 FM, and we've heard some of this gist around town. Oh, I go to a store to get something from the store and they're asking me to pay for leather or nylon bags to actually purchase my item, right? So it's a call for discussion. It's a call for conversation. Let's hear from you. Is this something you've witnessed people do? Is this something you've witnessed people do? And if you've actually witnessed it, how did that come to you? Remember, I said some of these stores are practicing this because they are trying to be in alignment with SDG 12. When I say SDG, I mean Sustainable Development Goal 12, and that is responsible consumption and production. And this goal aims to ensure sustainable consumption and production patterns that's reducing waste and promoting efficient use of resources. So if I'm using this, I'm ensuring that, or if I'm producing this, I'm ensuring that the person who is purchasing from me is not just using it once, right? Also promoting circular economy, ensuring that people are in the habit of recycling whatever they use, or reusing every item that they've actually purchased. So we'll go back to the song, and remember, you can join the conversation on 0911-222-1055, or you can actually join on 0911-112-1055.
I thought it was over, thought you were done with me.
People's 105.5 FM Abuja, and you're listening to the development report here on the station. So we're having a conversation around people, being asked to actually pay for people being asked to actually pay for, leather or nylon bag, as the case may be, and would love to hear from you. I want you to ring in and throw in your contribution. Has this ever happened to you? Have you gone to a store to purchase something and you're being asked to actually pay for what the leather you're actually supposed to use to pack up your product? Yeah. Now, how did this come to you? Do you think it's something do you think is what organizations or stores should actually be doing? Because people are already talking about this. And if you ask this organization, on their path, they are trying to ensure that they are in line with the Sustainable Development Goal 12, responsible consumption and production. Yeah, so what's your take on stores charging for nylon bags or charging for leathers to actually pay for the items you actually bought yourself actually, and you're supposed to pack this home or somehow, right? What's your take on that? We'd love to hear from you. Is this a good way to actually reduce plastic waste? Is this a good way to actually reduce plastic waste? We'd love to hear from you. And you think this practice will actually encourage people to adopt more sustainable habits? When you tell people, come out of your house to, purchase items, but when you come here and you pay, and you need to actually pack these items, you actually have to pay for it. Yeah. Now, this is actually new in this side of the world, but I've had guests come onto this show and they've, enlightened us. They've told us that this practice is actually the norm in so many other countries. You go to buy for items and you definitely pay for the leather or the nylon you're actually using to come to purchase whatever you're buying. Yeah. Now, the third question here is, what alternative solutions, if you feel that this practice is actually not healthy for Nigeria as a country? So you need to tell us, what alternative practice you think we have to follow, or we need to take to ensure that we are reducing plastic waste, aside from charging from nylon bags or plastic bags. We'd love to hear your contribution on the show. Remember, the number to call is 0911-222-1055. And the other number to call is 0911-112-1055. This is People's 105.5 FM.
Green, oh, the land is green, it's green, can't you see? I can see all the harvest is ready, 'cause he told me so. It's green and it's all mine.
The People's 105.5 FM brings to you the Development Report. Development Report dissects current development issues, sustainable development goals, climate change, women and health, water environment, human progress, and societal well-being with experts from different fields. Development Report showcases impactful projects and initiatives aimed at fostering positive change. Development Report comes to you on the People's 105.5 FM Abuja every Saturday from 12:15 p.m. to 1 p.m. You can also join the program via telephone 0911 222 1055 or send us a WhatsApp message on 0911 112 1055. Development Report towards collective action in support of sustainable development. People's 105.5 FM. It's all about you.
So if you're just joining us, this is People's 105.5 FM Abuja, and this is the Development Report, and we're focused on sustainable development goals. We've been having conversations around plastic waste and a new development in some stores asking people, well, new to Nigerians, but not new in other some other climes outside of Nigeria. You know, you go to purchase items outside, and you're being asked to pay for the nylon or leather, as we may say, to actually pack up the items you're actually using to purchase these items. Now, people are finding this weird. Well, while some people are saying this is a norm in other clime, and you know, it's actually going to help our environment. Before you actually turn this down, have you been in environments where you can barely stay for 5 minutes in because of how contaminated these areas are, because of how, you know, how dirty or probably smelling these areas are, and largely as a result of inappropriate dumping of, you know, of stuff. You find people dropping stuff everywhere, and you can't even understand why this is, you know, a norm in this kind of environment. Yeah. So one of the things that producers are doing, or retailers, or people who, you know, they might be wholesalers as well. One of the things they are doing is to ensure that they are actually, you know, keeping people in check. And one of the ways they are putting people in check is to ensure that when you come to buy for items, you actually pay for the leather you're actually using to, you know, pack these items. Yeah. So this is one step for so many other steps to come. Right? It's a development for so many other development to come. Now, these practices is being carried out in big stores. Probably you've not seen your malam say that yet. You go to your malam down the street, or you go to one kiosk down the road, and the person is telling you, okay, you just bought this item, and this is 1,000 naira. You need to pay for leather for me to be able to give you this, because I can't give you leather. I'm trying to protect the environment. That's the kind of Nigeria we're actually canvassing for, where people are aware that what, you know, our human activities is also part of, is a contributor to, you know, environmental environmental sustainability, you know, how we actually keep our environment clean over and over again. So I was reading in the week, and there was something I saw. I stumbled on something, and this piece actually said, the people who actually damage the environment, unfortunately, are not those who actually pay for it. Did you get that? So the people who actually damage the environment are not the set of people that actually pay for it. Now, you wonder, why is the environment hotter than the way it was 5 years ago? And you feel like, you know, for an average in Nigeria, you hear something like, it's just changing, or that's the way you think God wants to punish you. Well, God is not punishing anyone. It's our duty to actually keep the environment clean. Take out time. You could just want to Google about the ozone layer. You know, just do something. You know, you could just Google about the ozone layer. And when we say the ozone layer is depleting, it's part of the activities we actually carry out as human that actually causes some of these damages. So we need to, you know, be careful as we do this. So we'd love to hear your contribution on some of these stores who are actually taking this first step to ensure that Nigerians actually are put in check. The number to call is 0911 222 1055, and you can also call us on 0911 112 1055. So this is the last call I'm taking and round up the show.
The People's 105.5 FM brings to you the Development Report. Development Report dissects current development issues, sustainable development goals, climate change, women and health, water environment, human progress, and societal well-being with experts from different fields. Development Report showcases impactful projects and initiatives aimed at fostering positive change. Development Report comes to you on the People's 105.5 FM Abuja every Saturday from 12:15 p.m. to 1 p.m. You can also join the the program via telephone 0911 222 1055 or send us a WhatsApp message on 0911 112 1055. Development report towards collective action in support of sustainable development. It was 105.5 FM. It's all about you.